What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I want to talk about Coinalyze and specifically show you guys the settings that I like to use and to show you what indicators I like to look at and how I use them to help me predict big moves in the market like this and this. That one we actually put in the premium Discord. Shout out to the kitchen. But I want to talk about these settings and the indicators I use, guys, and again, show you how I use them to find these moves in the market before they happen. Now, this video is going to be a little bit more focused on the actual indicators and settings. However, if you're interested in learning how to find CVD divergences or how to identify when a short squeeze might happen, again, before price actually moves, I'll leave a link in the description down below to the other Coinalyze videos so you guys can start here, get all your settings right, and then go back and find out how I actually use Coinalyze in my trading. So by the end of this video, you should be able to get your chart to look just like mine. That way, next time there's a short squeeze coming, you can see it forming before price pops. So without further ado, CandleMafia, let's go ahead and jump into Coinalyze.net so I can show you guys the settings and indicators that I prefer on my Coinalyze charts so you guys can add it to your tool belt to add some confluence and confidence to all of your trades. Let's get into it. So, guys, here we are on Coinalyze.net. Now, again, if you're unfamiliar with this website or tool and don't know what you're looking at, definitely go check out my other Coinalyze videos. Again, I'll leave the links in the description down below. But when you head to Coinalyze.net, this is what your chart will look like by default, and I don't like it like this, right? There's not enough information, and the colors are kind of right? Now, first, let's cover what indicators I like to look at, and I'll break down briefly why I look at these. So first off, you're going to want to come to your indicators tab and type in CVD. Now, I do prefer to look at the CVD futures stablecoin margin contracts just because the stablecoin margin contracts are typically traded more. So I really like to look at the stablecoin contracts. But if you wanted to keep an eye on the coin margin contracts, you can do that as well. I just don't like to look at them both because it starts to get a little bit cluttered with both CVDs on your chart. So future stablecoin CVD, check. Now, number two, I also like to look at spot CVD. So we're going to go ahead and click that as well. And then you're going to want to go ahead and delete that and type in liquidations. Typically, what I look at is just aggregated liquidations. So I'm going to come up here and click these arrows just to go full screen. And you can see here, now we have our candlestick chart up here as usual. You have your aggregated open interest, which comes by default on your Coinalyze chart. Then you have your aggregated CVD futures stablecoin margin contracts, your aggregated spot CVD, and your liquidations. Now, obviously, you can easily move these indicators above or below each other with these arrows. I typically like to have my future CVD up top, my spot CVD right underneath that, and then I like to have my liquidations and open interest all the way at the bottom. So real quick, I'm going to go over why I like to look at each one of these indicators and how they help me identify moves in the market before they happen. And then I'm going to dive into how I color everything, quickly go over that as well. But this is basically the setup, guys. Now, the reason I look at CVD is because that's how you find CVD divergence. Typically, when you have higher lows on your price action and lower lows on your CVD, that is considered bullish CVD divergence. You can kind of see an example of that right here, where you have your higher lows on your price and you have your lower lows on your CVD, indicating that price may get a move to the upside, which in this case, you did get a move of about 5%. So simply said, this is why I like to look at future CVD. Now, I also like looking at spot CVD, and the reason for this is because when you have a divergence between your future CVD and your spot CVD, it can sometimes indicate that you're going to have a short squeeze happening. And again, I have a video on how to identify a short squeeze, link in the description down below. But simply explained, for example, for a short squeeze, when you have your spot CVD coming up and you have your future CVD coming down, again, creating that divergence where you have one thing coming down and another thing coming up, you have that pinch point. And that can sometimes indicate that you are going to get a short squeeze. You can see people were shorting into this move to the upside, but you could see your spot CVD was coming up, indicating people were buying Bitcoin on spot. And eventually, the people buying Bitcoin on spot pushed the price up, stopping out everybody who was shorting here, causing that short squeeze to the upside. And you know everybody was shorting into this move because you could see your future CVD coming down. Now, another thing I like to look at is your liquidation bars. Now, this can be very very helpful when scalping something like the 5-minute. And you can also use this to find things such as liquidation divergences, which you're getting crazy now, but you can see this long liquidation bar, and then you have a higher low on your next liquidation bar, while you have a lower low on your price action, indicating that the selling pressure might be letting up. And again, this doesn't typically give you the biggest moves, but it does indicate pretty good local bottoms for scalping low time frames. You got a nice 2% move off of this. And again, I'm probably going to make a video just diving into the strategy of catching these bottoms and using this strategy to scalp the lower time frames. So keep an eye out for that. But again, liquidation bars can be super, super helpful. And that brings us to our last indicator, which is open interest, which basically lets you know when people are opening new positions or closing positions. You can see when you have open interest coming up, that basically indicates that people are opening new positions, right? Longs and shorts. And then you can see when you get a big drop in open interest, that means a lot of people are closing their positions, which again, obviously will line up with your liquidation bars, because when you get a lot of longs liquidated, obviously your open interest is going to go down, because if people are getting liquidated and stopped out of their long positions, they're closing those positions, and you can see that in the open interest. So this is essentially what I like to look at, guys. Again, I like to look at future CVD and spot CVD to spot things like CVD divergences or incoming short squeezes. And then I like to look at liquidations and open interest. I kind of look at these all together, but more specifically, I like to look at the liquidations to kind of catch bottoms, again, to get those quick moves to the upside, when scalping lower time frames. Now, that is just basically the gist of my custom settings on Coinalyze. These are the indicators that I like to look at. And when I pull my Coinalyze charts up on the live stream, you guys will obviously see that they are different colors. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. You could change your colors to whatever you want, but for anybody who is interested to change your colors, basically all you're going to have to do is you could double click on your candles here, and then you could see, you go to symbol, and you'll see these will by default be green and red. I have just changed mine to this blue, right? So you could screenshot that if you're interested in the same color. And then this purple is the color that I use for my red candles. And then you can also just go ahead and do this to every other indicator, just changing those colors. You just have to go to your settings. You might come up on inputs. You just got to go to style, and you'll see those color boxes pop up, and you can change that on every single indicator, right? Cumulative delta, you could just click here and change it to whatever color you want. And once you change all your settings and you get your chart looking the way that you want it, you can go ahead and come up here and you can actually click save, and it will actually allow you to save this profile. So you can just go ahead, click on here, load chart layout, and click on your presets, and it will save your chart for you like this. And it's 100% free, guys. You can go ahead and create a free account. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that. It's a completely free tool that I just like to use when I'm trading. So guys, I just wanted to get this out. I get questions all the time. So here's a very simple breakdown of the indicators I use and why. And again, if you're looking to get a more in-depth tutorial on how to actually spot short squeezes or CVD divergences, definitely check out the videos in the link in the description down below, and keep an eye out for our new Coinalyze videos that we will be releasing in the near future, talking about some of these scalping strategies that we use to catch those bottoms, kind of the strategy that I just teased a little bit in this video. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Frankie Candles out.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command, like, yeah, you about to see me under man.